Hey guys, how you doing? Today we're going to be having a look at the riffs from Orphan by Slipknot. Tuning for the song is going to be drop A, that is drop D tuned down 5 half steps. However, keep in mind I'm going to be showing you how to play the song in drop D exactly as it would be played in drop A, since I have kind of like gas strings going on here. But yeah, with that in mind guys, let's have a look at the intro. Alright guys, and the intro is going to be really simple. It's essentially just the same thing, repeated I believe around 3 times, or maybe 4, but you get the idea. It goes like this. Just basically 2 power chords, where it's gonna be the 7th fret of the 6th string power chord and the 6th fret of the 5th string power chord, and we're just gonna do alright, and there's just gonna be some rest. This is going 7th fret, 6th fret twice, and then again, so. And then 7th fret once and 6th fret once, so. Keep in mind it's going to be played this kind of like idea is going to be played multiple times in the song. But right now in the intro, this is pretty much the first part of the intro. Alright guys, now the second part of the intro is also going to be a riff that's going to be played later on in the song, but right now when it plays, it's only going to be this. It's going to be this part repeated over and over again. So what we're going to have here, essentially we're going to be hitting the low open 6th string, and then we're going to be palm muting it twice after that. Then we're going to hit the 6th fret of the 6th string, and then we're going to palm mute the open strings 3 times, so. Now we're going to go to the 1st fret and hit that, and then palm mute the 3 times. Now 5th fret, and then palm mute 3 times. Then back to the 1st fret, palm mute 3 times. So we have. And now the 3rd fret, and then palm mute 3 times. Then we have this lick. That's going to be all legato. We're going to pull off from the 1st fret to the open on the 6th. Now we hammer back on, slide to 3, come back to 1. Now we hammer to 3 and then to 4. Then pull back off to 1. Alright, so we have. Alright, and this is the riff that's going to be played multiple times in the intro. Later on, it will be played in the verse in addition to another riff, I believe. Alright, so let's have a look at this slowly with some taps. Alright guys, now the riff that comes after that is going to be this. Very simple. Okay, we're going to be doing some chugging on the low open, excuse me, not low open. We're going to be doing some chugging on the 6th string and the 5th string. So keep in mind you need to chug, not just on one string. So we're going to do, that's going 1st fret, open, 1st fret, open. And then 1st fret, 3rd fret, 1st fret. So. And then finally you'll have the open after that. So after the 1-3-1 you're gonna do the open. So we have. Alright, now I'm gonna have my index finger kind of barred on the 3rd fret, excuse me, because we're gonna do on the 5th string a hammer on from the hammer on to a pull off going 3, 6, 3. That means I'm gonna hammer from the 3rd fret to the 6th fret and then pull back off to 3. I'm gonna do the same on the same frets, but on the 6th string. So, and this is the reason why I'm kind of barred. If you didn't truly bar and had to kind of jump over, it would be a little bit tougher to do. So, barring is the way to go. And now we're gonna go to the 5th string, the 2nd fret. We're gonna do 2, 5, 2, and then the 1st fret to the 4th fret, and then back to the 1st fret. 1, 4, 1. So we have. All together. Alright, and like I said, also this is falls into the same category. It's going to be played multiple times later on in the song. Alright, so let's have another look at it slowly with some tabs. Alright guys, now I'm gonna go back to that riff, the little... But now at some point you're gonna notice that things are gonna change up, and what basically happens is this part. Alright, that's what we're gonna have, and it's gonna be that repeating over and over again until we go on to the next section. And what this is, essentially, you're gonna hit the 2nd fret on the 6th string and then palm mute it twice. Then you're gonna pull off from the 3rd fret to the 2nd fret on the same string, and then palm mute the 2nd fret twice. So, and then you're gonna go to the 5th fret, pull off the 3, and then palm mute 3 twice. So we have, and now we have this little lick. Okay, using my index finger, I'm gonna slide from 2 to 3, and then back to 2, and then pull off to open. And now with my middle, I'm gonna hammer on to 3. And I will just kind of repeat that again. So if I were to play it twice back to back, alright, and that's pretty much that. Alright guys, now the next riff is gonna go like this. Alright, and what we're gonna be doing here, essentially we're gonna be kind of gradually bending the 5th fret on the 5th string. Alright, so we're gonna hit it for a total of, I believe, 7 times, and the 7th time you want to kind of like hold a little bit longer, so. Alright. And now we're gonna have this. It's going on the 5th string, 3, 2, and then 3 on the 6th. And then after that we're gonna do 2 on the 4th, 3, 2 on the 6th. So we have... And now 3 on the 6th string, 2 on the 5th string, so we have the first part of this riff. You're gonna repeat the exact same thing, but now at the end of this lick, what you're gonna do instead of playing 3 on the 6th and then 2 on the 5th at the end, you're gonna do just 3 on the 6th string twice. So we have, alright, so the second part. Alright, now after this, you play the first part again. So you have first part, second part, and then first part again. So that will go back to back. And then finally, the last part. So you're gonna start off the same way, but now instead of doing any one of those licks, you're gonna go to the 5th fret on the 4th. You're gonna play after the 5th fret on the 4th, you're gonna play 6th fret, 5th fret on the 5th, and then the same idea on the 6th string. So then you go to the 1st fret, play 1st fret, open 1st fret. So we'd have the entirety of the riff. Alright, now stabs. Alright guys, now let's have a look at the chorus. The chorus goes like this. Alright, that's the first part of it. You're just gonna be bending 7 on the 3rd string and then kind of releasing it, you know, to give that kind of like uneasy sound. Then you're gonna hit 8 on the 4th and vibrato it a bit. You're gonna do the same idea but just up a string, so, or rather a string lower. So you're gonna do this on the 4th string now, same fret. Then you're gonna hit 8 on the 5th. So we have. Then you go back to the 3rd string. And you have. Alright, so this is going 7 on the 6th string twice, 6 on the 1st string 4 times, and you do that twice, so. And then at the end, 7 twice, 6 once. Alright, so that's the first part of the chorus. The second part, you just repeat this again. But the second time, you're gonna do this, you're gonna do the thing you had in the intro now, so. You're gonna do this instead. So, entirety of the chorus, the first chorus goes like this. Well, now after that, you can choose not to play this part if you want, but essentially it's going just some gallops going on the 3rd string. It's going 7. You want to do 2 gallops on it, palm muted, and then 1 on 8, and then 1 on 7, and you just repeat that again. All right. And then after that, you know, the things will just kind of repeat. Now, once you get to the chorus the second time, the only difference is going to be that you'll kind of have this riff twice at the end. You're going to play this twice at the end. That's pretty much the only difference. Alright guys, let's have a look at that bridge riff. It's pretty simple. The first part of it goes like this. And that's just going to repeat a couple of times. When the vocals come in, it's going to change up a bit. But this is essentially just on the 6th string, we're going to do 2 gallops on the open note. And we're going to do 1 on the 1st fret, and then 1 on the open note again. So, there's a bit of rest before we do. That's going also in gallops, 12th fret on the 5th. 13th fret on the 4th, and then back to 12th fret on the 5th. So we have so far. Now we just kind of repeat. When the vocals come in, you're gonna have something a little bit different. It goes like this. Alright, so what this is, essentially you're going to start off the same way. But now you're going to do, instead of, you're going to do. Okay, and there's, I think, an octave harmony going on this, going. We're going to go with the lower part. It's going to be a slide from 7 to 8 on the 6th, and then a slide from 6 to 5 on the 5th, and then again 7 to 8, so on the 6th. Alright, now second time, right after this, you're gonna do the same idea, but now it's gonna be a little bit different at the end. So you're gonna do. So slide from 7 to 8, 6 to 5, and then you just play 8 rather than sliding from 7 to 8 again. So the second variation of this. That's pretty much the riff, it's just those two played over and over again. So if I were to play this riff back to back twice. Alright guys, now after this you're kind of gonna hear this idea again. Just a little bit extended, and of course there's gonna be harmony added to it at some point. It's gonna be. Alright, it's just the same thing we had to look at from before. 7th fret, 8th fret on the 3rd, palm muted, gallops, 7 twice, 8 once, 7 once, and then you would just kind of repeat it until this is over. You have the option to switch to the lower 6-string harmony, 2 octaves lower, I believe, if you want to. Well, anyway, that's that. Alright guys, now after a couple of riffs repeat, we're gonna have the outro riff, and the outro riff is pretty simple. It's just a bunch of power chords, not really anything special or technical, just and then we just repeat. We're gonna have open 6-string power chord, then the 1st fret power chord, back to open, then 8th. And now 7, 8, 7, and then 3. And then you will just repeat the first 4 chords again. So you have what now you're gonna do, which is kind of like the same thing we had in the intro. You're gonna do it within this riff. Okay, and this is pretty much the riff. It will just repeat. And the last time it's repeating at the end of the song, you're gonna do just hold the chord at the end. And that's pretty much that. Let's have another look at it, so do some tabs. Alright guys, so we've enjoyed this lesson for the riffs from Orphan by Slipknot. Be sure to check out the link in the description below for the Slipknot lesson playlist on the channel. We've done quite a few songs from the new album and we're going to continue to do so, so stay tuned for that. And if you have requests, whether it's a solo lesson or a riff lesson, leave it in the comments below. Happy shredding, guys.